Hello and welcome. For so many families, especially here in Kerala, building a home isn't just a project. It's a dream you've worked your whole life for, a legacy for your children and their children. But in today's world, how do you build that dream home the smart way? How do you make sure you're getting real value, protecting your family's health, and building something that truly lasts? Well, today we're going to dive into a totally new way of thinking about that.
So let's get one thing straight right out of the gate. This approach starts with a really bold statement. We are not a hardware supermarket. I want that to sink in for a second. This isn't about just going and picking materials off a shelf. It's about flipping the entire script on how a home gets built, from the ground up.
Okay, so if you're not a typical supplier, then what are you? Well, this first part is all about changing the relationship between you, the homeowner, and where all your building materials actually come from. It's about finding a completely different kind of value.
Let's break this down. The term for it is an industrial procurement partner. Sounds a bit technical, but the idea is actually super simple. Imagine you could get the same buying power as a massive industrial project. That's what this is. We use our experience from huge contracts to buy things like steel and cement in enormous quantities, and then pass that bulk pricing advantage directly on to you for your single-family home.
Think about the old way of doing things. The material leaves the factory, goes to a big distributor, then a wholesaler, then a local retailer, and finally, it gets to your construction site. And guess what? Every single one of those steps adds a little bit of cost. This new model, it just cuts all of that out. It's a direct pipeline from the factory floor straight to your home. No middlemen, which means better prices and, just as importantly, you know you're getting the genuine article.
And look, this isn't just a nice idea. It's backed by real partnerships. For this to work, you absolutely need direct tie-ups with the big guys. We're talking about sourcing steel directly from giants like Qumran Steels and Kairali TMT, or getting your cement straight from Sankar Cements. These direct relationships are the key. They're what guarantees both the factory direct price and the quality of the materials going into your home.
But you know what? Building smart is about so much more than just saving money. A truly modern home has to think about your family's health. The real foundation of a dream home isn't the concrete, it's the well-being of the people living inside it. And that brings us to this crucial idea of the Sehatman Gar, or the healthy home.
So what makes a home a healthy home? It really comes down to three core pillars. It all starts with the water you and your family drink every day. Then it moves to the very air that you breathe inside your home. And finally, it's about the materials you choose to build with, making sure they are safe and natural.
First up, water. And we're talking about going way beyond just a basic filter here. Modern homes are now looking at complete water solutions. Some are even using incredible technology like hydrogen water generators. The science behind this is that infusing water with molecular hydrogen can have amazing antioxidant properties, which can really contribute to your family's long-term health. It's pretty revolutionary stuff.
Next, let's talk about air. It's funny, our homes can be so well sealed these days that they actually trap pollutants inside. The solution is to create a home that can actually breathe. How do we do that? By installing smart air quality sensors that are always on the job. The moment they detect a dip in quality, they automatically trigger air purifiers to kick in, making sure the air your family breathes is always fresh and clean. Now, a smart, healthy home isn't all about fancy new gadgets. Not at all. The absolute best designs, the ones that are truly built to last, they do something magical. They blend the best of modern technology with wisdom that's been passed down for generations. And let's talk about an incredible secret right from our own backyard, Sajki. This is a traditional mixture, something our ancestors used for centuries, and for good reason. It's a powerful, all-natural way to make your home feel cooler in that intense Kerala heat, totally leak-proof during the monsoons, and believe it or not, structurally way, way stronger.
And I'm not just talking a little bit stronger. When you integrate a properly prepared Sajki mixture into the concrete, modern tests have shown it can make the entire structure up to 2 times stronger. 2 times! It's the perfect example of ancient wisdom being proven right by modern science.
Then you have the other side of the coin, cutting-edge material science. When it comes to things like the woodwork in your home, the absolute focus has to be on longevity. We're talking about using imported, specially treated wood that comes with a rock-solid 25-year guarantee against termites and rot. That's the kind of peace of mind that lets you know your home's beautiful interiors are built to last.
At the end of the day, a home isn't just a building. It's an ecosystem for your entire family. It needs to be a safe haven for our parents and grandparents, a place of joy for our kids, and a source of comfort for every single person who walks through the door.
And this is so important, especially when we think about our aging parents. There's this amazing field called ambient assisted living. Basically, it's about putting discrete, smart sensors in the home. They can detect if there's been a fall or even just if there's been unusual inactivity. And if something might be wrong, bam, it sends an instant alert right to your phone. It's a beautiful way to provide that safety and care, even when you can't be there in person.
A home is also about making memories, right? And what better way to do that than with incredible entertainment? We're seeing more and more homes with custom-designed Dolby certified home theaters. The goal is to bring that mind-blowing cinema experience right into your living room for those unforgettable family movie nights.
And finally, this holistic idea of a healthy home goes right down to the science of how we rest. It means really thinking about how your furniture affects your well-being. Things like integrating scientifically designed mattresses from experts like the Sleep Company, or having truly ergonomic chairs. The principle is simple, isn't it? A healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of truly restful sleep.
So, all of this leaves us with one final big question for anyone out there planning to build. I want you to take a good hard look at your blueprint and ask yourself, is this a plan for just a house, or is it a plan for my family's future? The smart approach is about thinking beyond just the bricks and mortar. It's about designing a complete ecosystem for health, for safety, and for happiness that will stand strong for generations to come.